Corgi podcast. I'm Gabby. This is a Crafty Puppy podcast, and thank you so much for joining us this week. By week. I was doing good for like 30 seconds. Yes, this is a nitty, spinny, sewy, dye puppy podcast coming to you from southwestern Connecticut. There's one puppy Iron, and Audrey's on the floor begging for a tennis ball that's in my pocket. Yes. You can find me everywhere on the internet as Gabagales or Once Upon a Corgi. You can find all my hand-dyed yarn at uponacorgi.etsy.com. You can find the show notes for this at uponacorgi.com. And you can find the Ravelry group at Once Upon a Corgi podcast on Ravelry. You think you're so sneaky. Giant thank you to everybody who has returned. Thank you so much for coming back. And a giant hello and welcome. I had to stop doing this. A giant hello and welcome to all new viewers. There's been a couple of you have noticed the subscriber number going up again. Thank you so much. We just did a 1,000 member giveaway, and that is sent in the mail today. Sorry for the delay. And yeah, I just cannot say thank you enough. We got a little bit of administrative stuff to go through before we get into the nitty gritty, if you will. I don't know what Iron's doing, so we're just gonna leave him. We're just gonna let him do his thing. I am hosting a pumpkin knit along with Joanna from Stitching the High Notes. Congratulations on your sister's new baby. When did we start? September 1st? Yes, September 1st through US Thanksgiving, November 24th. Essentially, knit anything pumpkin themed or related. So if it's pumpkin colored yarn or pumpkin themed yarn or reminds you of pumpkins or pumpkin patches, is it a pumpkin themed sock or cardigan? Is it a pumpkin? Did you knit a pumpkin? You can do that too. So yeah, you can spin pumpkin themed things, but we do ask that you knit it into something. That's really the only extension of spinning. We do have many prizes, trying to update the thread a little bit more frequently for prizes. Iron found the ball in my pocket. But you can go check out the chatter thread and the finished objects thread to go see what everyone's doing if you need inspiration and to see what the beautiful prizes are, because there are many of them and I'm very jealous I can't enter anything into the cow. So go be pumpkin-y. I've got pumpkin spice coffee in my new Hogwarts mug. Jake had a business trip to Harry Potter Land because, you know, business. So he brought me goodies. Other administrative stuff. I just got an email from the lovely Mina Phillip. Congratulations on hitting the halfway mark. You can do it, girl. You got this. She just released 2 new hat patterns, and I did a test knit for one of them, the Open Skies hat. This is on the Rhinebeck colorway on my Riley base, which is 100% non-superwash yak. And it is a beautiful, gushy, super easy, but such a great detail cabled hat. And Jake already claimed it for himself. But she so kindly offered to donate a pattern for a giveaway. So because the inspiration for this hat was from Jeanette from A Bookish Stitcher, has the Open Skies yarn store on Etsy, and that was the yarn that Mina used to design the hat. I swear I know how to speak English. I can do this. So for the giveaway, I want you to go into Open Sky Yarns on Etsy, and I'll put the link down here, and I want you to tell me your favorite colorway that Jeanette has dyed up. And I'm going to leave that open for 2 weeks, and then I will draw a random number from the thread, and Mina will send you the pattern. So I will get that thread up probably tomorrow, October 6th, which is when this should be going up. Maybe tonight. We'll see how motivated I am. I have to clean. Yes, thank you, Mina, so much for donating the pattern, and thank you for letting me test knit it. It was such a joy. It was my first test knit. It was really fun to see how the Rhinebeck colorway knit up. So we'll get a detail of that. And there's all the colors. And this is my only finished object for the week. So, perfect segue into the knitting stuff. I have been working super hard on all things Rhinebeck. So, I did this the weekend of the Western Connecticut Yarn Crawl. So this was my car knitting. And then I worked on one other thing. Hello! This might seem a little disjointed because I recorded a full podcast this morning. I'm working on a row so I can talk about this project. And it was just so discombobulated and terrible that I figured now that I'm done dying for the day, I will re-record it. And this is now the time the neighbors have decided to have their landscapers mow the lawn. You would think I could do this after, how long? 22 episodes? This is episode 22. I'm going to leave the same intro because I said everything I wanted to say in the intro, so welcome to Take 2, episode 22. Yes, as I said before, the only finished object I have this week is the Open Skies hat by Mina Phillip that I did a test knit for her in my Rhinebeck colorway on my Riley base, which is the 100% non-superwash yak in DK weight. Oh, also, holy costume change, Batman. Before I had on the little brown cardi by I Forgot Who in O Wool, and now I'm wearing the Bon Bon shawl by Isabel from Fluffy Fibers in Jon Snow and Raven's Wing. You know, costume changes throughout the day. I can't be seen wearing the same thing twice in one day. God. I'm also pretty sure this is backwards. No longer a knitting work in progress, but now just a sewing work in progress. We have many threads to our Wendy pullover, and this is by Ruthie Burn something. I will put it down below as I do. In Hedgehog Fibers in the Pollen colorway. I have all of the pieces knit and blocked. I have no ends weaved in. Just haven't got around to it yet. I am hoping tonight at some point I can sit down and at least attach the sleeves, I think? I have to read the directions because the back still has live stitches that I have to pick up to knit the collar and then the Peter Pan collar. So this is what I've been working on wholly and solely. I'm in love with it. I love the color. It's showing up quite green right now. I think maybe that's a true color. Something like that. I'm just excited to wear it. I can't wait. And this will be going with a pair of navy shorts if I get around to sewing those. So hopefully we have time. We've got 10 days to Rhinebeck. So that's really the only thing I've been knitting on. Yesterday, since I finished knitting the sleeves Monday night, which are just the cutest little weird shapes ever, I picked up my Highland Peaks shawl by Mina Phillip from the Knitting Expat podcast and got a couple more rows in. We're almost there, guys. So I doubled the pattern because I don't read directions, as you've heard. Bought too much yarn. So I'm now in the second to the last color of my Loop Bump Gradient in the Poison Frog colorway. And the black is Cease and Desist by Skinny Dipping. So according to my math, which is never usually right, I should have about 10 rows of each color left. So 5 stripes of each. My neighbors are walking really loudly. I don't know if they can hear me. Slowly getting there. You could probably hear that one. That's why my dogs bark all the time. After the red will be the Red Velvet Cupcake in Skinny Dipping for the lace border. And I just hope that my math works out so I have the correct amount of stitches so so the lace border looks good. We'll find out. I think if I just double it, it should be okay. I hope. Yeah, this is essentially the sole thing I'm going to be working on now, between now and Rhinebeck, for knitting. If I can. I mean, I have a pair of socks in my bag for just in case he's, like, waiting at gas stations to get gas. That sort of thing. So, I haven't really been knitting on a lot. I haven't had a lot of knitting time. It's been a little crazy busy here. So, that's it. That's all my knitting, guys. Since I also have not done any spinning in the past couple weeks. I did do a little bit of sewing. I'll go grab that. I posted this on Instagram, I want to say last week, and I have the bodice to my Rhinebeck dress almost finished. I just have to, there we go. I have to attach these two straps to each other and then sew them to this top strap so it stays in place. And then just sew this top strap in place, and we are good to go. I think that's the back. Yeah. So then we just detach the waistband and figure out what we want to do for the skirt. I don't know if I want to do a straight A-line skirt or if I want to do a pleated skirt or maybe a gored skirt. Maybe I'll do a gored skirt. I haven't done those in a while. Depends on how much fabric I have. I think I already got the skirt out, so I might have already made that choice. It is a butterick pattern. I don't remember the number, but I'll put it down here in this black florally super goth fabric. Once I just sit down and sew this, it will be done. Maybe this weekend. I think I have to just put aside a day this weekend to work on this. And it is fully lined in this black silk from a Tudor veil that I butchered. There we go. So that's all the sewing. I haven't touched the shorts. I haven't even looked at the pattern. It's not my best crafty week. But we did do Crafty Adventures, so I'm actually going to talk about it now instead of saying it 15 times and then not. Iron is now puppy update. Sleeping in my purse strap. You're so cute. Are you the cutest puppy? Do you have a work in progress to show everyone? So last weekend was the Western Connecticut Yarn Crawl. Mama Gergs, Adrian, and I all went. We did Friday 4 shops, Saturday 3 shops, Sunday the Coventry Farmers Market. Oh, I forgot that scanny yarn. Oops. It was a bunch of fun. I love doing it. It was my second year doing it. Last year I went a little yarn crazy. This year I reined myself in. It was mostly a chance to introduce myself as a yarn dyer to local yarn store. I will list all of the yarn stores that we went to because I only bought from a couple. I don't want to just sit here and list them on you, but day one, where did we go day one? Day one I bought, so the second shop we went to was Avon, Connecticut's Knit and Pearls yarn store. And they not only sell yarn, but they sell tea, and they're also doing a coffee line. So they have a Sip and Knit at Knit and Pearls, and I got the apple cider tea, and it's so good. It's really just like drinking apple cider. Does it have caffeine? It's got no caffeine though, only downfall. But it's super good. They're fantastic. They had a little tea sampling section at the yarn store. And I forgot, I think I had like the white peach something, and they have flavored sugar. So I think I got the peach cookie tea, and then I put a chocolate sugar in there. It was so good. So if you're in Avon, Connecticut, or you're anywhere near it, or traveling through, definitely check them out. They have a great yarn selection. They have one of the ladies who co-owns or runs or just works at the shop also dyes yarn. And she had a beautiful wall of stuff, and I probably spent the whole time staring at that wall going, and then I bought tea instead. That was purchase number 1, and then later on that day, nope, that was it. that was all I bought that day. Right? Yeah. The second day we did Newtown, Bethel, and Ridgefield, Connecticut. Newtown was a new one for us. They were new to the yarn crawl because Westport couldn't do it this year, which is fine because they're down the street. So, but we went to Newtown for the first time, and it was a nice. I think she's brand new, lovely little shop, great selection of companies, and she's even got fiber. And Adrian talks about it at length in his podcast, but they have spinning and felting fiber. Nice little like crafty table. It was very cozy and I loved it. And that's where the spending started. I picked up a skein of Manos del Uruguay in the Maxima in their Arctic Shadow colorway. And this is going to be a hat for my youngest brother for Christmas. The Rhinebeck hat that I knit for the test knit was supposed to be his, but I wasn't too sure about how some of the streaks are a little pinky. I feel like he'd be okay with it, but I wasn't sure if like he'd be okay with wearing it around college, so I figured better safe than sorry / I really want to knit with their yarn, so win-win for everyone, I say. I'm probably going to knit the lightning hat that Mina just came out with as well out of this, because I think that would look really nice in it. It's a single, and it's, I want to say, a worsted weight. The start of the Christmas knitting. Ugh, I have to get through Rhinebeck first, then Christmas. One holiday at a time. The next place we went to was Bethel, which is one of my favorite yarn stores in the state. They have a great selection of Wonderland yarns and Madeline Tosh and unicorn tails, and half of it is for stitching, and I spend most of the time in the stitching section. I probably picked up a little pumpkin cross stitch at least 10 times. Yeah. And they had, some of the stores had incentives like spend $25, get a free gift, or spend $40 and get a free skinny yarn. So I just wanted the prize that you get when you buy things from there. So I almost bought 2 skeins of yarn, and then I saw this and went, why buy 2 skeins of yarn when I can just buy something to store my yarn in? So I bought a Yarn-It. I put my sweater stuff in there to knit it. I love it. I love it so much. I'm so glad I bought one. After I got it, I just spent the whole car ride with it on the dashboard, waiting for sharp turns. And it would just sit there and not move and be fantastic. But because I spent more than $25, I got this tiny pumpkin kit. I had to. It's for the pumpkin cow. I haven't knitted up yet. I haven't had the chance. I need to finish all my Rhinebeck stuff before I can treat myself. Yeah, it's a tiny pumpkin. Mom knit it already, and it's beautiful, and I can't wait to knit this. I think I might knit it after I see the sweater. That'll be my treat, because it's worsted weight, size 7 needles, tiny little pumpkin. I've already ripped it open, so it's no longer a pretty package, but I'm pretty sure I could have bought a larger set of this just to have a large pumpkin, but I wanted the little baby one, so I think I came out the winner in this situation. Our furnace is out, so I'm boiling water to heat up the bin of lukewarm water to finish soaking all the yarn in. It's like the old country. What was I saying? Oh, at each store you get raffle tickets if you buy stuff or go. We got extra raffle tickets at the Torrington store because we bought our passports there. And so each raffle place you put in for prizes, and I won some. I don't remember what store these are from. I think this one's from Ridgefield. I think this is from Nancy O in Ridgefield, Connecticut. And they have various things from just patterns and yarn, notions and stuff. But I got a pattern and yarn set. It is the Chasing Vines Cowl by Universal Yarn Design Team. And it is Fibra Natura Cotton True Sport, which is the yarn they use in the pattern in this beautiful pinky color. I've never knit a cowl out of cotton. I don't usually knit with cotton. It kind of dries my hands out, but I might give this a go. And I think it'd make a really good quick gift. Like just to have on hand for somebody who gets hot real easily or doesn't like to wear wool. But I think it'll be a good experiment. I'm excited to try it. I don't know when I'm going to try it because I have like literally 30 projects lined up with yarn tagged and ready to go, so this might be a rainy day kind of thing. I also won a prize at Newtown, and nope, just kidding. This is Nancy O. I won this one in Ridgefield. I won this one in Newtown. Man, I should check these before I talk. I don't know what they're doing. Yes, so I won this one at Ridgefield. It is the Homestead Button Flap Hat by Plymouth Yarn. And they gave me 2 skeins of Plymouth Yarn. I'm going to open this up and tell you what it is. It is Plymouth Yarn Homestead in the 1729. Just kidding. Brown Heather. So there's the yarn. And I've never seen a hat like this before. It's got this fun little button thing on it. I think that's kind of cool. I can't imagine using 2 skeins of yarn for that, but maybe it does. So yeah, I don't know, because I really do like this color a lot. It is a worsted weight. It's got approximately 191 yards a skein. So I might use it for this hat. I might use it for something else. I really do like this color. Funny enough, Mom won the same hat, but in a green color, which I thought was kind of funny. I think she won that one at Bethel. I sort of did a backwards yarn crawl because we did Newtown, Bethel, Ridgefield when we did it, and then that Tuesday to go pick up prizes, I did Ridgefield, Bethel, Newtown, because we all won something somewhere, and I live closest to those 3, so I just did a little backwards yarn crawl. Oh, let me go get that skein. I'm still all over the place. Sunday, we did the Coventry Farmers Market. They do, they're open, I want to say June to October, outside of the Nathan Hale Homestead in Coventry, Connecticut, and they do theme weekends. And so, coincidentally, the same weekend of the yarn crawl is also fiber weekend. So we went and we brought the puppies, because it is puppy friendly. We met up with the lovely Sue, who, oh so kindly, I can't believe she did this, brought a skein of sweater weather for us. Even Mom got a skein, and she is over the moon about it. So thank you, Sue. It was completely unnecessary and a slight surprise. Every time you asked if Mom was coming, I was like, I think you're up to something, Sue. I think you're up to something. But yeah, I love it. It's even better in person. I think I'm gonna make the Molly Weasley socks by Molly from A Homespun House. She designed a pair of socks like that, right? I think so. Or they're gonna be Hermione Everyday socks, but they're gonna be socks and they're gonna be textured and they're gonna be beautiful. And I don't know when I'm gonna knit them, but I can't wait. Oh, just look at it. I've just been, like, I'll go to the updates and I'll just watch them disappear because I can't buy yarn, but I love all of them. And her beautiful, adorable little tag. I love it. I love Sue. Thank you so much. I can't believe it. It just sits on my pretty shelf and I stare at it all day. So I didn't get any fiber at the Coventry Farmers Market. I went grocery shopping, so if you really want to see some butternut squash, you can. I did get, there's a hot sauce guy that goes every year, and I get about 3 bottles of hot sauce, and it lasts me about 2 minutes. But they're delicious. The one I'm working on right now is a garlic smoked bacon hot sauce. I also have a strawberry rhubarb hot sauce, and then a Dijon horseradish one this year. And they're so good. Oh, I love them so much. He had a mango one time. He's fantastic. I'll put a link. You can buy them online if hot sauce is your jam. Get it? So that's what I've been up to. Yarn crawl. Neighbors are slamming doors. Mom came down yesterday and learned how to dye yarn, so that was super fun. She took the yarn that she dyed home. You can't see it yet, but I'll probably take pictures of it. So as we know, Stacy from Mustache Yarn is a mad genius and came out with yet another Star Wars group of yarns. And I had to make a choice. I couldn't afford all of them. I had to pick two. So I got Han and Boba Fett. My guys. I couldn't say no. I couldn't say no to Boba Fett. Look at them. You can't say no to Han. Like, it's on. Every time I get cocky, I just hear him in the back of my head. Don't get cocky, kid. I got the companion skein of it, so I've got a 50-gram ball of each, and I think with contrasting heels, toes, and cuffs, I can get 2 pairs of socks out of these, so I'm happy with them. I'll probably even have a little bit of leftover because I kind of want to see if I have enough left over to do Pixel Rising socks out of all my minis from these and not put them in my blanket, because that would just be the ultimate Star Wars yarn sock. Star Wars sock. That would be beautiful. We'll see. We'll see how many. I move my minis. I think I have enough. I think I have like a 5-gram from one of Jake's socks for BB-8. So I could totally do that. I haven't knit any of socks for me in this one yet. Yeah, I think that's it. I think the only thing that is left is shop update and news. So shop updates. I'm gonna pull a fast one on everyone, and instead of doing noon tomorrow, October 6th, Thursday, I'm going to try 7 p.m. I'm gonna see if the later time is a little bit easier for people. They're probably getting out of work, they're probably home from work, they're not trying to figure out how to do this while during the day. So we're gonna see what happens. I'll post it on Instagram. I'm definitely hoping to get this episode out tonight, October 5th. So at least that'll be a heads up. I will, again, post it all over Instagram. It was sort of a last minute decision. I was going to do it for next week, but doing the podcast every other week makes it a little tough to do the shop update news. Oh, I forgot the other yarn. 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And before I show you what's going to be new to the update, I'm going to go grab the yarn and show you what's already in the shop. So 2 seconds. This is another question. Do you guys want me to do like a Periscope or something on my podcast off weeks for the shop update so you get a clear view? I was going to say clear choice. You can really see what's going to be in the update on those off weeks. I find that they're still extremely successful, but they're a little bit more of a slow build when I don't have the podcast that week. So I'm just wondering if maybe having that little preview will help. I'm trying to do an Instagram post a day of one of the colorways I'm working on for that week, just to give people an idea, so then if they're trying to work on a multiple color thing, they have an idea. If they're looking for a specific colorway, they know yay or nay. So let me know in the Ravelry thread or in the comments. In the update last week, we did Gilded Teacup, so we got some of those still in the shop. We did Witching Hour, and all of these are across all the bases. Paper towel. Witching Hour. We've got a couple Tom Kittens left over, and we introduced the new boyfriend line. Iron Man sold out immediately, and I was very excited for Jake on that one. This is Aquaman, and if you guys don't snatch this up, I'm going to, and keep it forever. So Jake dyed this. Jake did this. Second skein yarn he's ever dyed. Yep, he's hired. He can stay. Without further ado, I will show you what will be in the shop this week. I have some stragglers that didn't make it into last week's. We will have Dark Like My Soul and a couple red leaves. Okay, so people are here working on the furnace, which is in the basement, and for some reason they needed to get on the roof, which is our ceiling. So we just had a really nice 10 to 15 minute bark fest. Can't wait to hear what the neighbors are gonna say about that one. Now I'm talking really quietly because I'm not sure if they're still on my roof. I'm afraid to go outside and check. Very British problems. Where were we? Shop update stuff. So this will be in the shop this week. This is everything that's dry. I'll put a little video at the end of all the things that are drying. So this week will be the revealing of our Rhinebeck colorway. Shh. It's okay. It's okay. I don't know if they can hear me. Also, it's very dark in here now. Yeah. So, shh. No, it's okay. It's okay. Inspiration was, driving to Rhinebeck with that crisp fall sky and then all the leaves looking up at the sky. So, I will have some this week, next week, maybe the week after. I think I'm going to sell this up until Rhinebeck, and then I'm going to bring some to give as presents to people, so I might have a couple extra skeins on hand if you missed those updates and you're at Rhinebeck. I should have like a secret password. I can't think of a good one. No, it's just iron. We will also have Nice Guys Finished Dead across all bases. And we will also have the beginning of Demon Unicorn across all bases. This was inspired by Diablo 3. It's a video game, and after a certain level you get like a companion, which happens to be a unicorn who is a demon, and I'm pretty sure made of stone and lava on the inside. So, Demon Unicorn. And we will also have some zombie kangaroo back in stock. I got orange, so it's gonna be a lot of orange this week. Across all bases. And we will have Because Pumpkin Spice across all bases. These are a little bit more orange than the last batch. It's a new dye. I'm trying it out. Kind of like it. So if you are matching a skein you bought previously, heads up. Those are all dry. We have, probably put the video in here, but I dyed up some Narnia. I dyed up more zombie kangaroo. I dyed up some zombie kangaroo. And Like My Cold Dead Heart. I think that's it. I think that's all we dyed. We dyed a lot today. Yeah, we had a busy day. Yes, the plan was to do more for tomorrow, but our landlord is thinking of selling the building, so we have a couple showings, so we gotta do a deep clean. So tomorrow we'll be cleaning and no dyeing and tidying. Essentially all of the neat paperwork stuff that I can do on my laptop from Starbucks. I know, you're all in a tizzy now. You're all in a tizzy now. I think, yes, that's it for the update. So that'll be Thursday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, up hanacorgi.etsy.com. And just thank you everybody who makes it to each and every update. This will probably go out too late, but I did do the first sign up for the monthly series of Unfortunate Events Yarn Club. I'm closing tomorrow, closing the thread, or the listings tomorrow morning, October 6th. It opened October 1st. I know this is a pretty bad time to announce it, but it will be every month. I will open it through the 1st to the 5th, and then I will have them shipped out by the 15th. And I am doing all 13 books of a series of unfortunate events. So it's a month-to-month yarn club. You can sign up for all of the months, or half the months, or 5 of the months. A little bit of leeway. That way you don't have a huge financial, oh god, you're so heavy. I don't have a sausage. You want one? They're, oh, ow, god. Yeah, so you can do your favorite books or all the books if they're your favorite books. Yes. I know. We're almost done. Oh, can I have a kiss? Can I have a kiss? I have a question for the week. It is shop related. I hope you can hear me. What type of fibers are you guys interested in knitting with? I don't know when the Polworth is going to be back in stock, and I am still, contrary to all of my bases, want to start branching out away from merino and looking at some Targhee bases, some Corriedale bases, you know, stuff like that. Maybe a DK Polworth to make up for the lack of the fingering weight Polworth. So let me know what kind of fibers you guys are interested in knitting with. I can't promise I'll be able to get all of them. I mean, I would love to get a Falkland base, but I haven't been able to. I'm going to do some digging and see if I can find one. And if you guys would be interested in fiber, because I think I kind of want to dye fiber. I just want to dye everything all the time. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. Sorry this is such a disjointed episode still, and now I'm whispering into my phone in a tiny apartment surrounded by photo lights with two weird dudes on my roof. Life. Yeah, thank you so much for watching and subscribing if you have, and joining the Ravelry group and chattering and saying hello. I do read all the say hello things. It just feels so redundant going, oh, welcome. Oh, thank you. Thank you for watching. So, no, I love all of them. I just don't want it to sound fake. So, yes. I will see you guys in a couple weeks. Happy knitting, and I'll see you at Rhinebeck. Bye. Puppies assemble! We know you don't have treats, Mom.